Good morning and welcome to Political Circle on Signature Television. Effective representation means so many things to so many people. For some, especially legislators, it is a term used to position themselves as accomplished legislators who actually are standing in and defending the interests of the people. However, the truth is that effective representation connotes a commitment to advocating for a person, group, or idea in a way that is understood, respected, and achieves desired outcomes. It involves elements like transparency, communication, integrity, and collaboration to foster trust and ensure the needs and views of those represented are heard and acted upon. In Nigeria, the concept of effective representation is now synonymous with our legislators, as most of them claim to be doing well in the hallowed chambers of the various houses of assemblies, the reps, and the Senate. Our focus today on Political Circle is to unravel the true meaning of the concept of effective representation. I am Luke Mbo, and joining me today is an academician and a legislator. Join me in welcoming Professor Sunday Paul Nnamchi, member representing Enugu East and Isuzo Federal Constituency in the House of Representatives. Prof, you're welcome to Political Circle.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Let's start by understanding clearly the true meaning of effective representation.
Effective is well explanatory. The legislation is also explanatory, but it is a curvature between politics and governance, whereby because effective representation is the cornerstone between of democracy. Actually, it is a cornerstone because that's what brings out what the people need and what you are doing to show that they are responsive to the people's needs, but at the same time, it's a two-way traffic. You can't claim to be effective in the house and not reflecting at home, and you can't claim that you are very good at home but not having a very effective and responsive policy ideology from the in the various houses you may be. How does that translate? How does what you do in the house translate into a responsiveness at home? And that's what will now be effective. That the two sides are
well covered.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Prof. Now, we are talking about effective representation.
Yeah.
How would your people, the people of Enugu East and Isuzo, rate you?
Well, it's difficult to rate yourself. I think that question will be answered by them. Hopefully, when you meet any of them, you ask them, how is Paul doing? How is the legislator doing? But on my own side, I'm trying to do my best to assure, not just to assure my people, but also to make sure that their voice is well heard articulatively in the House. And I should make sure that, while as we are 360, as ours will always be a good share, getting a good share for our people. And I also will say, I'll thank them for I always say that I'm grateful for them. In two local government years, you are actually elected. That means there is some element of love from them. And the commitment, I've always said, and I want to uphold, and I will do my best to make sure that I justify the trust reposed on me. Effectively, I think I would say that I've done some things that I think, because I always think that my slogan coming into the political sphere from the academics is, let's do it better this time. And I also think my direction all through those times have been, what am I doing to make sure the house is heard? What am I doing to make sure that I have bills that has impact on the people of Nigeria, not just my constituency? What am I doing to make sure that the people of my constituency felt that they are being represented, they are being heard, and that the infrastructure deficits are being addressed by myself? That's what I mean. What I mean by saying that when you are in the other side must have to know what you're doing the other side. And when you're on the other side is a reflection of what you've done from the other side that is coming home. I've actually done that. I represent a lot of people who are downtrodden in terms of health, in terms of academic schooling, or people that are from disadvantaged homes, or indigent as the case may be, or people that might need some of the burden lifted. And I've been doing some work to make sure that they are listed.
Yes, you've been doing some work. Let's go there.
Okay.
There is one that is very, very specific.
Okay.
Let me start with that.
Okay.
The attraction of the Federal University to your constituency and at large to Enugu State and Nigeria generally.
Yeah.
What were the processes like? I know it's not, it wasn't a tea party.
It is not. It is not a tea party, but also I think I would just say that I came from the education background, and I've also known that most time what you in Enugu, the place I came from, people have always said that Nahana, if I say it in Igbo parlance, that they don't go to school, and rightly as so, you will come back and find out the local government may have the list of professors in the states. So I know that when you have a school, a tertiary institutions, it will be a ginger, it will be a kick or a catalyst to such educational development, and also barring not also talking about the depth of employment that it's going to generate, but also the psyche on the people to see what education can do. Like if you come to the state now, you'll say that you have more professors from the Enugu North Senatorial Zone in the state right now. There is no other magic apart from the fact that UNN was situated there. That is part of it, and it is seen as so. However, then this particular one, I watched one of the bills. As a person, I have now 58 bills. Most of them have almost. Some are also there for assent. I have like 4 for assent already. Some has passed the House, that are in the Senate. So, but among them, these were one of the few ones, the first ones. And I keep on moving because when we came new, there was this idea that the bill are just for formality, that after all nothing will be done. But I said, well, it depends on who pushes it. And I felt if it is a formality, I would think that mine wouldn't be formality. I will move for it. So at every step I was following it, carrying the communities along. Most of them have visited National Assembly, courtesy of the bills have passed for them to come for public hearing. So because of that, and each stage I follow it up. Even during holiday, I decided to say, no, I have to be here and know where at any point, I know where my bill is. So till it gets to that point. And luckily, within that period, I would also say that there was this grandstanding that probably if you are not at some point, somewhere that you may not. But I felt if you push, you can push from anywhere. I went to the National Assembly as a bridge builder. So I've built bridges with people from different zones, because that's what it requires. What I need to bring home is not just quarrels and all that. I need to bring peace. I need to bring infrastructure. So most of them supported me, and as God will have it, none of my 58 bills, but none has ever been rejected by the House or by the Senate.
That's wonderful.
So from that, I start to see that probably the bridge building is working, and actually probably your people will like your face. So having done that, I moved also to see that the president's assents to it, and luckily by the grace of God, he did, and we are so grateful as a people, as a constituency, as a state to him. And I also say, my people said in our local parlance that Okwa Sinoenya Lidia with the greatest farmer.
Yes.
So I see him as I don't think any other president has ever given the constituency such projects. I don't think also that any president has looked our way in such infrastructural level by courtesy of bill passed by the a member of legislature. So I would give kudos to the president administration for that.
Thank you. But was it part of why you left the Labour Party to the APC?
I will put it this way: the Labour Party has already had some issues, and looking at the Labour Party, I myself went to court, Federal High Court, to see if I can redress the things that are going on the Labour. But it's happened to be, it is like going with a vehicle, as the governor of Akwa Ibom said, going with a vehicle and the vehicle broke down. There was a lot of ego that nobody wants to swallow his. Nobody wants peace for the party. Everybody's having ego. Nobody wants to step back. There was no dialogue. As a house, we try to meet the warring parties, but to no avail. Excuse me. To no avail. So it is like not just that the vehicle broke down, but the mechanic that came to repair the vehicle start fighting with the driver. And I don't think if you're myself, you will stay. As a politician, you need stability. You need to be assured where you're going. You need to be assured that you have a house. Because party is like an umbrella. And I think my people elected me to bring something, not quarrel. They elected me to make sure that the logo they have, the logo I went to the house is there. But at the same time, they don't want me to just go there and bring logo back. They want me to go there and bring something back. And when I see that there's no direction, there's been a lot of irreconcilable differences. So the only thing that left for me is to seek alternative platform. And that alternative platform is why I went to APC. And I also think that APC is, for now, is the most stable party today in Nigeria. Now, there isn't leadership tussle as we have. They have settled actually with amicability. So by that, I think I've not made a mistake. And having university is also a very good thing to tell my people that it's justified to be there.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yes, the university thing is huge. How are your people receiving it? And tell me also, in specifics now, some of the projects you've been able to attract to your constituency besides the university.
Okay. Let me start from telling you if you a keen listener to the radio, I know that there have been jingles by the community where it was started, that is the Konike. There's also jingles by the zone where it was cited. And there's been a lot of goodwill coming from them too. That shows the acceptability is high. There's also there's a lot of things also that is coming up about that, just to also to thank the president, because it's also a mean feat. Then for the constituency project, one of my constituency projects, which is I'm thinking that is also going to be another legacy project, that I've planned and I'm moving towards building a 1,000 capacity computer center in the constituency. That's a project. It's going to be huge, and it's also going to be that people from my constituency are going to Anambra and other states to take JAMB. I think it is something ridiculous that I should also find a solution to such things. It is also a kind of capital flight too, in that respect. So that must be standing. We're also doing a lot of some road projects. We did, because I informed you earlier about some places of indigency in some places. We're also carrying out free medical outreach. I've just finished the third edition of computer training, which more than 1,000 students were trained in computer packages. That is quite important. Why I say it's important is that almost every exam now is migrating into computer exams. And if they are not literate enough, what it means is that you might know something, but you can't pass. Yes, so for you to get them over that, that's what you do. I've also been giving some people computer laptops. These are people that I feel that they need those, they need to use that to upgrade themselves. Also, at that moment, I also have some people that will go for 1 month training by the MTN. That's the 5 persons have been I've been told to nominate 5 persons for that. I've also built schools, 2 schools in these, each of them 6 blocks. That has also been done. There's also some areas I donated school materials, both chairs, bags, books, and tables to those schools. That going forward, I also have a lot of other things to do. You would also know that there is most of the part of Enugu's and issues are lit now by solar street lights. Those are also part of it because we also want to check insecurity, especially in issues where there's been that conundrum of insecurity. So, but also that is also not retarded that there's no insecurity in other places. There are all these cars, bags, snatching, and others come also as a result of that. There was a typical example is somewhere in Road 12, where a corner where people, especially when ladies are passing, people will come and take their bag from them. And I didn't know that was happening, but I was passing the street. Somebody was saying something. I heard it, and I quickly moved to put such things in that place. And having done that, I think that one was put to rest, and the people can go freely, come in and go out freely. This is what we've been trying to achieve within the 2 years we are. And I believe also more will come.
If I call you an example of effective representation, will you answer me?
I'll be one of them. Thank you.
Now tell us your secret.
No.
I want to know your secret because you're a first timer in the National Assembly.
Yeah.
But you're operating like a ranking member of the House of Representatives.
Yeah.
What's your secret? How did you maneuver?
I think that what I discovered within the first 1 week or first month is that there are 2 things you need as a person. One is honesty. That when you're following anybody, when you're staying at the point you are, you must maintain your lane. Don't be moving from one table to the other and thinking that you're very fast, because the table will always link itself, and they know. Yeah, usually in the National Assembly, we call them vegetables, people who move from one person to other. So that is one. Then another thing is that you must also know that you need relationship, most importantly. If you must relate with people from all regions, because you can't make yourself. You need all their votes.
Yes.
So you have that platonic relationship with everybody. You may have deep relationship with some, those who you give loyalty based on what you perceive that they are maybe mentors to you. But at the same time, the background also helps. For example, people have seen that you've done 1, 2, 3, 4 bills where they're looking for people to pay for, to do for them. If you've done that, people will see some element of hard work or element of capacity around you. People will automatically search for you.
No.
In any case, you will also have some people that are envious about it. But the people that will search for you, for your capacity, is more. Because a lot of people want merit. Even if it is in secret, they want merit.
Yes.
So sometimes you find out, you see, people will ask you to also put their name in your bill. We want to be part of you. Because you also, you know that they said, the other is that success has many friends. That will also come to play in such things. And also, using your background, my own background from academics, you could also stop to talk. You can also stand up in the house to talk. On one occasion, while I was presenting a bill, somebody stood up, the minority leader stood up to say that, a point of order, that the professor is reading copiously from a book. I said, that is what, I'm just trying to glance and look at it like others. I said, but never mind, don't worry, I'll keep the book. When I kept the book, I performed better than even having the book. They say, yeah, it's because he's a professor, this. Then that becomes that. Nobody will now ask you, see you any day and say, why are you doing this? Or why can nobody will challenge you, because they know you can always defend yourself.
Because you're an authority.
Yeah, so that is why that's what I think that has motivated that. That's also what I think that a lot would like to associate with you based on those premises.
Yeah, wonderful. Nice being with you today.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Let's go back to your migration to the APC.
Okay.
You've explained, but I want to find out if your migration is of personal interest Or did you consult with your people? Are they with you on this?
Yes, I did. I consulted with my people. I went word to word, if you wouldn't know. In fact, to a large extent, it is the people, the people that are the party officials from the local government to ward that called me actually to say that we will have to move. Remember, immediately we won election, the state chairman came and formed a parallel body in my constituency. We've been managing that for a long time. And when at a point, we now say, I went to Federal High Court against that decision. And after that, I just felt, well, when the people now felt they are tired of what is happening and a lot of idiosyncrasies within the system, they called me that we should now find another platform. And they suggested APC. I said, I will think about it. And after thinking about it, I said, okay, it's now time to move, and that's how we moved. And they also followed me wholly and entirely.
Could you assess the APC, especially economically, with their policies, their economic policies?
Yeah. To accept, let me just, on the point of thing, to say that no party is devoid of some errors. So, and APC is not a saint either. So all this there's some errors in everywhere. No perfect place on earth, as the case may be. So I am not exonerating in APC from errors. I'm also not antagonizing where I came from. That's the Labour Party. Yes. It is not out of malice that I left. It is purely on conviction that the direction is no longer clear. Yeah. That I see direction clearer in the other one. You understand? Okay. And I just felt, and for now, I think the policies there is a necessary policy. They have a lot of necessary policy, but there is a lot of hardship in the land even before they came. There is also a lot of problems where the oil has been mortgaged even longer time before they come in.
Time is not our friend.
Thank you.
But I would like you, just before you go,
yeah,
I'd like you to let us know the vision you have for your constituents.
Well, the vision I have from that there will be a change, a notable change within my time in the National Assembly that will be indelible, that will leave, that I would leave most of us in the constituency, and the constituency will always have it better. I want to set a standard that whenever I'm done with the house, other people will see a standard or a issue they could also step up for moving forward.
Thank you very much, Prof. It's been a wonderful time having this chat with you.
Thank you.
It's my pleasure.
I appreciate it too.
I've been talking to Professor Sunday Paul Namchi, member representing Enugu East and Isuzo Federal Constituency in the House of Representatives. My name is Luke Umbo. Please God, you will find time to join us again. Nigeria, we hail thee.